Hey peeps, and welcome back to the channel, and it's time to continue our how-to series on the American Battleships, and we're up to the Tier 7 Colorado. Yes people, the last slow-ass American battleship before we get the almighty, almighty North Carolina. Oh, almost forgot what the ship was called. Anyway, what has the Colorado got over the New Mexico, I hear you ask? Well, we shall have a look right now. So we're starting with survivability. The Colorado has 50,100 hit points, where the New Mexico gets 53,200 hit points. Yeah, how does that work out? You go up a tier, you get less hit points, but you do get a fantastic hill on the Colorado, which I will be showing you in the battle replay. Moving on to the armour. Same armour really, you get 6 to 457 millimeters. I'll show you quickly on the armour layout. Let's get rid of half of this gumph, we don't need half of this, we don't want that, we don't want that. Right, 457 millimeter right there on the gut face of the gun turrets, and you have an armour belt of 343, which I think is the same as the New Mexico. The standard rules apply. Don't show broadside in this ship against other battleships, you're going to get citadeled. Just another note, as you're a tier 7 now, you'll be facing tier 9 ships. So, yeah, angle. You want to be angling like this. You go nose in against tier 9 ships with their big guns, you're going to get overmatched in the front. 25mm, not the best. So, yes, don't go nose in like that. You want to be at an angle, kind of like this, to try and negate the old penetrations on the nose. Anyway, let's get rid of the armour layout. Let's move it on. She has a torpedo protection damage of 39%, where the New Mexico has 40%, so nothing to write home about there. But this is the big difference between the New Mexico and the Colorado, the guns. The New Mexico has 12 356mm guns, where the Colorado gets the 406mm guns. So what does that mean? Well, better reload by 4 seconds. You get 30 seconds reload. You get a 38.3 second degree turret rotation, where the New Mexico stock is 60 seconds, so that is a major upgrade, my ad. You get maximum dispersion 248 meters, but that is at 18.8 kilometer range, where the New Mexico stock range without the upgrade, I'm not running the upgrade on the Colorado either to the range, is to 221 at 16.1 kilometers, so that is better. You do more HE damage, 57,000 compared to, where are we? Compared to the New Mexico's 5,000, sorry. You get 30% fire chance on the New Mexico. You get 36% fire chance with your HE on the Colorado. The AP on the New Mexico was 10,500, but the Colorado's maximum AP damage is 12,400. Obviously the range is better, but the shell speeds are different. As you can see, the AP shell velocity is 768 meters per second. New Mexico is 823 meters per second. What does that mean? These shells hang in the air forever, so you've got to lead a bit more, and you get better plunging fire, which can help against German battleships. Obviously at range, if you're firing against a German battleship at range, the plunging fire is going to miss the turtleback armour, and you will get some citadels that way, so that's good. But yeah, it's a bit tricky. You've got to get used to it. When switching from the New Mexico to the Colorado, you have got to get used to these guns, because you will notice the difference. Anyway, that's the guns. The secondaries, we have 8 times 127mm Mark 19 mod 6Es, a maximum range of 5 kilometers. And you have the Mark 7s, 127mm, again, maximum range of 5 kilometers. That is 1 kilometer better than the New Mexico, but this is not a secondary battery ship. Do not be speccing into secondaries with the Colorado. Excuse me. It is a tougher ship. I feel it can take a bit more damage than the New Mexico, but no, I wouldn't be speccing for that. It's the AA you want to be speccing into, obviously, which we're moving on to now. As you can see, the Colorado, I have got the module here, 20% better range for the AA, but the AA on the Colorado is 66 compared to the New Mexico's 44. She has 5 well, sorry, where am I? 2.4 kilometre to 5 kilometre range with a maximum DPS of 352 at 2.4 kilometres, where the New Mexico has a 2 kilometre to 4.2 kilometre range bubble. Yeah, we'll call it a bubble. And the max DPS is 193. So you can see it's almost double the DPS for the AA. So that's why I would recommend you spec into the AA by now. I mean, I'm still using the 10-point captain because, yeah, you're going to be around 10 to 12 point captain now. And I would recommend specking into the AA. You're not going to see too many aircraft carriers. But that's what they're for. That's supposed to be what the American battleships are good at, specking into AA. So that's what I'd recommend. Anyway, moving on to maneuverability. 21 knots, standard. Turning circle, 640, exactly the same as New Mexico. But the rudder shift time is 16.1, where the New Mexico gets a lovely 13.5 seconds. So yeah, for some reason, it takes longer to turn, so it's going to be harder to dodge torpedoes. Concealment by sea is 14 kilometres, where the New Mexico was 14.2, so not much difference there. Detection by air is 9.9, where the New Mexico is 11.3, and detection while firing smoke is 16.2, where the New Mexico is 12.3. So what can I say? Don't sit in smoke and fire your guns. You're going to get spotted, so using smoke, unless you want to sit and heal yourself, isn't really a valid idea. Anyway, moving on to upgrades. These are the standard upgrades, really. I've gone for main arms modification 1 for the minus 20% risk to main battery becoming capacitated and all that malarkey. Yeah, magazine modification 1, no. Auxiliary armaments, yeah. Now there is a call for that now because you want to keep your AA mounts up as long as you can. So this gives you 100% to the health. But I'll still reckon main arms modification 1 is the way to go. This is where I've changed it up a little bit. Instead of getting artillery plotting room modification 1 for the 16% to the firing range, because 18.8 kilometres, not bad at tier 7. It's not the best, but it's not too bad, so you can deal with that. So I've moved into AA modification 2, which gives me 20% to my AA mount's maximum firing range. You definitely don't want main battery modification 2 because you do not want to be adding to your already 30-second turret rotation speed. And secondary batteries, if you really want to go secondary batteries, you can, but you're not going to do a lot because you don't have that many. Moving on to the third slot, I always go damage control system modification 1, minus 3% to the risk of flooding, and damage receiver when torpedo hits the torpedo protection, and minus 5% to risk of fire. You're not going to lose your propulsion, really, and you're not really ever going to lose your steering. And the fourth upgrade, damage control system modification 2, because I like the minus 15% to time to extinguish your fire and recover from flooding, because the HE spam's real. I've been banging on about it. You need that help. Yeah. Maybe steering gears modification 2. I've not actually tried this. What will that give us? I'm not going to put it on. 20%. Where is it? Steering gears modification 20%. So it's 1.6. That's about 3 seconds. So that is probably going to be the same as the New Mexico. So 13-second rudder shift time. That is... depends on your playstyle, really. Yeah, that is definitely valid. Propulsion modification, no, I won't go for that. So just quick look at the captain skills. This is standard, you know, first 10-point build I would go for. Priority target, there is your calls for preventive maintenance, but yeah, I always go priority target because I like to know who is shooting at me. Expert marksman. Get them targets rotating quicker. That is a no-brainer. Then I always go for Superintendent to get the extra heal and the extra fire or spot a plane or whatever else you're using. And then I go Concealment because Concealment's king, because you've got closer you can get to the ships before you open fire, the better chance of you doing damage. After that, I would probably, you either go a tanky build than this side, Endurance, you know, with high alert. Basics of survivability, not that one obviously, and fire prevention, or you can go adrenaline rush, which is probably the next 2 points I would take. Then I would spec into the AA, you know, get manual fire and that, because that is the flavour of the American battleships. Let know the Germans can do it just as good, but that's what I would say do. Anyway, people, that's enough of me rambling on, talking utter poop. Let's get into a battle video and see how she handles. All right, people, welcome to Trap. And the game mode is Domination, and it is a tier 8 match. We have 5 BBs on our team, 3 cruisers and 4 DDs. On the enemy team, they have 5 BBs, 3 cruisers and 4 DDs. Yes! So, even split. Right, I've spawned in the north. When I spawn in the north on this map, on this side, I always like to head to C and then push to B. So that is what we are planning on doing. We're going to get to C and then we're going to go and help out at B. And hopefully my team is going to, in the south, is going to push towards B and not go and try and cap A. Because capping A on this map, if you spawn this side, it never seems to work, if you ask me. Because the enemy team seems to like A as well. And then they like to push up to B. The Colorado people. Yeah, I prefer the New Mexico to the Colorado. I do like the Colorado, mind. The guns are pretty good if you can get them to land, but you tend to have a little bit of dispersion issues because you only have 8 guns. So when your guns disperse, you haven't got as many shells that might hit. Like with the New Mexico, you get 12 of the bad boys. You only get 8. So anyway, I'm just checking the team here. As you can see, yeah, only a couple of tier 8s. I'm trying to get the gun angles for you. Come on, get round. There you go, there's the gun angles. So, yeah, you do have to show quite a bit of broadside to get all guns firing. So, be aware of that. So, yeah, as you can see, there's 2 ships going down to A. They're not going to last long down there, I don't think. A destroyer and a battleship. I'm not sure which battleship. As you can see, C is being capped already, so you have to be aware of that. But there's an island right in front of me that I'm heading towards that I like to kind of hide around. We have an Edinburgh and a Mutsu that is spotted up. The Edinburgh is going to be my priority target here because as soon as that bad boy smokes up, and if I'm spotted, he's just going to be spamming at me. So I'm going to try and get some shots on the Edinburgh, but it looks like he's slowing down. Yes, he definitely is, and are over led there, so I don't think they're going to connect. But as you can see, I am spotted because 18.8 kilometer range. Boom. As soon as you fire, everybody can see you. Alright, this Edinburgh is definitely slowing down, so I'm presuming he's going to pop his smoke. I'm detected, and now I'm not detected because I've gone behind this island that I love to go behind when I'm pushing into sea because it negates some of the shots fire coming down from their spawn. As you can see, that there's a battleship down there. I think that's the Mutsu. He can't get shots on me. Obviously, I can shoot the island because I'm a pro. Anyway, we got this scared. I focus my secondaries on him, letting know what 5 kilometer range secondaries, they're not going to do nothing. So just in case he pops up within 5 kilometers, they're going to go to work, but I'm not expecting them to. Anyway, this Edinburgh, it looks like he's bailing out. I think we've got an Arizona over there as well, and a Mass. So we need to be aware torpedoes are going to be coming our way most likely, or towards our general direction. We've got a cruiser up very far up in the north. I'm not a fan of that. I would suggest fight round the cap. Don't push too far north because if you win the cap, and if you're in a battleship as slow as the Colorado and you go that far north, it's going to take you forever to get back down to the B cap to help out. But anyway, as you can see, the 2 ships in the south, I've got the whole enemy team attacking them. I take some shots at this Mutsu, but I get the speed wrong again. He gets some shots back. I believe these are really going to hurt. I'll try to angle in, and ouch. I get citadeled from the front. Plunging fire. Well, I wasn't expecting that, but as you can see, I pop my hill straight away and I'll get some of that back. Yeah, he's going to be a bit of a pain, that Mutsu. It's quite a good ship. I think it's a bit soft and squishy, but it's like a glass cannon. But yeah, he's got some big guns and they hurt. But we're going to focus on the Tier 6 Premium Arizona. I do like the Arizona. I prefer it to the Premium New Mexico, my ad. Premium New Mexico, Premium Texas. Yeah, I much prefer the Arizona. It seems a bit more durable, but I managed to get 5,000 damage on him. I'll take that at an angled Arizona. The Gerd in the north looks like it. Yep, he's definitely gone now. So we've got C and B point. And as you can see, the 2 ships in the south are trying to retreat. We'll get some more shots out in the Arizona. Yeah, they're trying to retreat because the whole enemy team's down there. Yeah, we did try to warn them not to bother going down there. There's 9,000 damage on the Arizona. That's fantastic. And the last 2 shells overshoot. And as you can see, I'm pushing into the cap. I'm helping out my DDs. I'm pushing into the cap. I'm not scared. I'm here to soak up some damage. I'm here to do some damage of my own. I'm not going to sit back and fire at range. Not with these guns. I mean, they're pretty good. But you've only got 8 of them, so when they do disperse badly, you're going to know about it. Anyway, this Arizona's pushing round, but this Mass has got a little surprise for him, I believe. Or Mars. Mars, not Mass. Mars, it's German. Yeah, so we've got the point cap advantage, and definitely the points advantage, because they've lost 2 DDs already. And I believe they're about to lose this Arizona, because he's got some surprise side butt six. There you go, we'll call it side butt six coming from the Mars. I'm going to keep angled towards that Mutsu. I'm not too bothered about the Edinburgh because he's getting overrun. I'm going to keep angled to Arizona just in case he wants to get some shots out of me. I'm going to take a little cheeky pot shot. These torpedoes look fantastic and... Ooh! Kill secured. I did all the work on that Arizona. I think I deserve that kill. Anyway, I'm up to 14,918 damage. This Edinburgh, yeah, goodbye Edinburgh. You ain't going to survive much longer up there. I'm turning my turrets to him, but yeah, then I realised, no, he's not going to survive. There's no point in trying to secure that kill as well. So I'm going to focus on Mutsu. Is it Mutsu? I'm probably crucifying that name. I do apologise to anyone from the Japanese home islands or anything like that that is watching this. Yes, yeah, I'm going to quit Mutsu. Dave, the Mutsu driver. He's turning broadside to me, so I'm just going to keep focusing him. I am showing broadside to him, but as you can see, 14 kilometre detection is out of my detection range, so now I can rotate my guns in peace and just wait for that lovely broadside shot. And there go the shells. As you can see, they're quite floaty because of the very slow shell speed travel time on this AP. And ooh, what's that? 22,000 damage. I will take that. Glass cannon? Yes, it certainly is. So now I'm pushing towards B. We've got one ship up here. We do need to focus him down because we don't want him shooting into our side. But as I'm doing it, I'm heading towards B because look at the enemy team in the south. They are heading towards B too. And the battle for B will commence very soon. Anyway, I get some more shots out on the Mutsu and they all miss because... reasons. Clearly not praying to RNGs this last night. But he's getting focus fire. The Farragut, yeah, you're getting a little bit close there, mate. Ow. Yeah. Didn't need to do that, Farragut, did you? You didn't need to do that. But we've got a cruiser over there. He's slowing down beyond the island. I think he thinks he's safe, but these shells are quite good at firing over islands because obviously the slow travel speed, they arc quite well. And, oh, another Citadel for 21,000 damage. And, of course, I don't get the kill. But I'll take that. Right, 59,806 damage. We've got cap advantage, point advantage, ship advantage by... well, they lost 5, we've lost 4. But we're pushing into B. They're heading towards B. So I'm going to keep myself angled to the 4 ships over to the east. And I'm going to focus on the King George because he's out of position. He's on his own. If we can get rid of the HE spamming British battleship, then it will make my life a little bit easier. But it just, look, he's pulled forward, but, oh, I'll take the 10,000 damage there. I mean, that was luck, really. But what have we got? We've got Kagero pushing in, a Charnost, an Argelie, and a Shores, and there was something else, but I couldn't see it. And the King George kills the Mayhan, so now they have the ship advantage. What is it? We've lost 6, they've lost 5. So, yes. We've got Shores pushing in. I'm going to try and take him out because he's quite a good fire starter. And the Scharnhorst. I need to take the Scharnhorst out as well because the closer he gets, the more threat there is of torpedoes. And I'm in a slow battleship. And yeah, if he gets torpedoes out, I'm going to find it hard to dodge them. So as you can see, I'm just slowed down a bit. Didn't want to push in too far. I get one fire set there. I think that was probably the Shores. Now I'm going to try and turn around. Yeah, this is a dangerous manoeuvre, showing broadside to all these ships, but I do not want to get any closer to this Scharnhorst. If he doesn't die soon, he could launch torpedoes at me. So I'm just trying to turn around and angle away from all these ships, but be in a position where I can accelerate away and not take a load of torpedoes, and the Scharnhorst is down. Fantastic, the team's done well there. So we now have the Shores and the Algerie and the King George V over the island. As you can see, I've let this fire burn and just healed it up because don't repair one fire, people. Do not repair one fire because you will get fires set on you again, and most likely you'll eat torpedoes as well and you'll be dead. I highly recommend do not repair out one fire if you can help it, unless you're behind an island and it's safe to do so. Anyway, shores, showing broadside. Yeah, underled that shot slightly. Well, still to 1200 damage. I'll take that. So a little bit more of a lead. Come on, guns, reload. Shots out. Dispersion's looking a bit iffy. And oi, Citadel. That's my second kill, and the shores is gone. So now we have the ship lead, but they are capping B, so we need to keep focus on the Algerie. And if you could see on the minimap, there was a DD spotted to my east. I have to be aware of that. I'll take some fire, and then I realised. So I have a quick look, and I noticed I was targeted by another ship. So, and then I noticed on the map, there's a DD over there, so I need to start moving soon. But I'm trying to finish off this Algerie. Come on. Come on, guns. Come on, guns. No, he's gone behind the island. And there is the Farragut. Oh, poop. And, torpedoes coming. Quick, angle away, angle away, angle away. Come on. See, now if I had popped my repair damage control on that one fire, I wouldn't have been able to stop this flooding. But, jeez, I took a lot of damage there. I'm down to 3,141 hit points. Oh, come on, get the shots out. 915, and we did a lot of damage there to the Farragut, and he's taken out, and I'm down to 700 hit points, and here comes the hill. Thank God for that. If I'd have damage conned that one fire, them torpedoes would have caused the flooding, and I would be dead now. Yeah, I survived by the skin of my teeth, but I survived. So I'm going to angle away, because I was expecting them torpedoes from the Farragut. And, yep, I managed to dodge them. And, as you can see, 2 ships left. Yes, people, 2 ships left. I've done 97,112 damage. And I've managed to heal up to, what is that, 10,000 hit points? Yeah, nearly 11,000 hit points. So, pretty good heal. And now, all we have is a Dunkirk. And I'm not sure what the other ship is. Kagero left. We've definitely got the points advantage now. I've got to say the team did really well, but all I'm going to do is stay angled to this Dunkirk, because his AP is terrible. He should be fine HE me, but as you can see, he doesn't. He tries the AP. Yeah, the AP on the Dunkirk's terrible. I will be doing videos on the Dunkirk eventually, if I ever get round to it. I do own the ship. I don't particularly like it. All the guns at the front, it allows for one play style, you know, nosing. I don't like playing nosing like that. Anyway, Confederate, 13,000 damage. So that's 110,000 damage for me. I'm trying not to pull a Notzer and hit the island here, but I'm trying to get all my guns round to try and get as much damage on this Dunkirk as possibly can, because this game is won. As you can see, this game is won. Them shots look pretty good. And 2,700. Okay, I'll take it. Let's see if we can do a bit more damage here. Obviously not. 1,200 damage. But yeah, as you can see, the Colorado, quite a tanky ship, player well. I mean, you've got to get in positions, you know. I knew what I was doing. I had a plan at the start of the game. I was going to go C, then I was going to push down to B. I didn't want to move too far away from the centre of C, and I didn't want to move too far away from B. I wanted a central location, because you need time to get into position, people. You need time, so you need to plan ahead. Anyway, looks like this Dunkirk's going to go down. I think he's flooding. I can't seem to get the kill, and that's game. Well, there you have it, people. A nice win in the old Colorado. I managed to do 116,000 damage. I hit 3 citadels, sunk 2 ships. I managed to get myself a Confederate and a Dreadnought. So, yeah, that was a pretty good round in the Colorado. I finished top of the team with 1,810 base experience. I got to say, the King George V and the Pepsi Cola did pretty well too. I fired 142 armour-piercing shells, and I managed to hit 48 for 115,000 damage. I managed to fire 8 secondary shells and hit 1 for 594, so as you can see, the secondaries ain't particularly that good. I tanked a potential damage of 1.1 million, which is also fantastic. And I managed to make 152,000 credits after paying the crew. Well, there you go, people. What can I say about the Colorado? Slow ship, last of the slow ships in this line, but them guns, when they connect, they hit hard. Keep angled, be aware of your positioning, plan ahead, think where you're going to go. Like I said, I plan to go to C and then push into B and then basically sit at B and defend B from anyone that pushes in. I had 2 torps, which almost killed me, but as you can see, the hill really helped out. It's a pretty good hill on the Colorado, so that managed to keep me in the game, and I survived pretty much because of that hill. Anyway, people, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something, and please give it a thumbs up if you did. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Boo, but that's what it's there for. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know how you're doing with your American battleships, and check out my channel. Maybe consider subscribing. I do other Let's Plays, not just World of Warships. And anyway, I will catch you lot in the next one.